Please like and subscribe.
Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading. This reading, Libra, is for Libra Sun, Moon, and Rising, and wherever Libra is in your birth chart. This reading is a little bit late, but the truth is what is. So it's late for a reason, and the divine, everything happens for a reason. So with that being said, Libra, this is a general reading, so you might not resonate with all of it. You might not resonate with any of it, but whatever you do resonate with, please take what you need and leave the rest behind. Libra, I could be picking up on your energy or on the energy of somebody who's in your life, whose energy is in your morphic field. So please switch the energies around as you see fit, as they fit into your life. Okay? Before we begin, Libra, I want to say that tarot is not for everybody, and I really commend you on the work that you have done that brings you into the higher dimensions of tarot. Tarot is a lot like Buddhism, as I say in many of my channels, many of my videos. You don't just enter into Buddhism without having done some critical work on yourself, and to be able to sit in silence and hold space while whatever within you comes up, and being able to hold space for all the facets of you. And that's the very same thing with tarot. Tarot shows us things, some things that are very, very beautiful, and some things that are very hard and painful. So I just commend you for the work you have done that brings you into the higher dimensions of tarot. All right. And also, Libras, thank you so much for all of the donations and the super thanks that the channel's been receiving. I'm so very, very grateful. I just wanted to give that a shout out. All right. Creator of the Most High, please bless this reading. Bring in the knowledge and the wisdom of the Most High for Libra's person, and for the Crosswatcher. Crosswatcher, you could be dealing with a Libra, and this reading could be all about you. Libra, I'm going to be doing a 4-card spread. This 4-card spread is called the Crucible, the boiling pot. I call it this because we learn most when we're in relationship with each other. And so, how we respond to each other, how we respond to ourselves, how we observe ourselves and others, it's all for our growth. So this is going to be a 4-card spread. The first card and the second card are both interchangeable. So the first card that has come out is the Panda, the Two of Pentacles. Beautiful. Two of Pentacles. Very playful, childlike energy. This could be your energy, Libra, or this card could symbolize someone else's energy. Very playful, childlike energy, but also very balanced. The second card out is the Four of Pentacles, in reverse. Interesting. And you're both facing each other. You're both facing each other. love. The third card, please. The third and the fourth card cannot be interchanged. The third card represents the illuminated dynamics between you in your relationship, the dynamics that you're both aware of, that are you're just both aware of. And the fourth card represents the shadow dynamics, the dynamics between you and your relationship that you are not aware of. Okay? Just going to get all the cards on the table before I say too much here. Oh, there's the third card. Ooh, the Seven of Cups represented by the dolphin. The Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups. Give the last card, please, Creator. The card for the shadow dynamics, please. The dynamics that they're not aware of. Oh, beautiful. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So Libra, either you or your person, because these two cards can be interchanged. So either you or your person is very, you adapt to change very well. I mean, this little pandas are very playful. You know, the Two of Pentacles often means finding balance. And you're climbing up a tree, you know, I don't know if you've ever climbed trees when you were a kid or even now, you know, like, I don't know if, you know, how old everybody is, but if you remember ever climbing trees, every movement forward was a new establishment of balance, or you fell out of the tree. And so there's such a playfulness about this though too, a playful balance, a playfulness and finding a balance, and also the adapting to constant change. As I said, every step forward is a new establishing of balance. It's a new step, it's a new dimension, it's a new experience of this of the same tree. So it's interesting. I almost kind of see it also in terms of the Eight of Pentacles, of the you climbing the tree. Just different, and trees are indicative, you know, shamanically, trees are indicative of our branches, you know, of every human being. Our branches stretch up into the heavens and our roots stretch down into the underworld. So trees, you exploring the dimensions of you, more of the upper realm though, more of the upper realm, because pandas don't live underground, they live above the ground, and they're very playful and they love to be in the light. So very, very beautiful, beautiful. All right. Now for your person, or maybe this is all your person's energy and maybe this is your energy, but for this Four of Pentacles, the beaver looking right at the panda, somebody is a little bit greedy. and very possessive, and looks at the panda like beavers are so adorable. They're very cute, but when they're seen upside down like this, they almost look predatorial. It almost looks predatorial. When you turn it right side up, it's like, oh, it's a little beaver. He doesn't look so scary. Well, he kind of does a little bit. He looks a little bit like, don't mess with me. But just a little, the way the beaver's looking at the panda. So somebody, and the fact that the Seven of Cups and the Dolphin, so there's a lot of emotional delusion or illusion, or maybe daydreaming between the two of you, but in your relationship, maybe a little bit of ungroundedness. Or maybe someone's aware of the other person's ungroundedness. That's what I'm kind of getting to, is that it's not, sometimes the dynamics are in the relationship because one person is exhibiting these dynamics and the other person's kind of involved in the same dynamics, but not necessarily directly, but just observing the other person, kind of wondering how they're going to respond. How do I respond to this? Yes, okay, that's it. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here, is that this person that's finding new balance, definitely you are exploring the upper realms of your own consciousness. And your person's a little bit scared. They're afraid that you'll be out of their reach, or they'll be out of your reach, or they're going to lose you. You'll want to move on. You'll be so expanded and see, because the higher you go, the farther you see. You ever climb to the top of a tree and you can see, especially if it's a taller tree than all the rest, you can see all farther way down the road and all over the neighborhood. So getting a very expanded view, you finding new balance, climbing your tree, getting a very new balance, new experience, an expanded view, expansion. But it's not just expansion, it's also you have a sense of, because you are also facing your person. So you know what your priorities are, and you love your person. That's what I feel. You love your person very much. And your person is quite the little builder, a little beaver. Even though this is in reverse, still a beaver's a beaver. And beavers are very, very family oriented. They build their den for their family, for their home. So this beaver is wants to keep you close. But also, it could also borderline on almost smothering, or almost like stepping over boundaries, like, okay, I just need some space, I just need you to honor my need to whatever, go for walks, maybe you need to meditate, maybe you need to, whatever you need to do. And I'm getting the sense that your person here has been observing you as you've changed, as you've evolved. You've been evolving and changing and growing. And so is your person. Your person has too. It's not like your person isn't growing, but your person is just I just feel that your person really, really loves you, really, really loves you, and doesn't want to lose you. Is just afraid of losing you, afraid of losing you to your growth, to your spiritual path. You might find of you finding somebody else instead of your person. You know, I think this is maybe romantic. It could be friend, a friend. You might find other friends, and you don't want to be this person's friend anymore. You know, but I'm getting this is more of a spouse or even a family member. This could be a family member too. You know, a parent, a sibling. Yeah, very interesting. So, and in the illuminated dynamics, you know, there's the dolphins are very playful creatures also. It's interesting, there's a lot of playfulness in this reading, you know, the panda bear being very playful. You've watched, you know, videos on YouTube of the pandas. They're just they're just big children. They're just so adorable. They're just when they roll around and they just play. That's what they know. They just know how to play. And same with dolphins. Dolphins are incredibly intelligent also too. And dolphins are fierce when it comes to protecting their own. Have you ever seen them in documentaries attacking a shark to protect a human or protect like they're young? You know, dolphins are very noble. They're very playful. They're very intelligent, but they're also very fierce. So yes, there's a lot of emotion in this card. It's interesting because there's also the searching, you know, the dolphin being able to explore the oceans, you know, and exploring what is true, looking for purpose, exploring for purpose, and this is like energy that is in the illuminated dynamic. So one of you or both of you, I'm getting this really just associated with you, but also with your beaver also. Both of you are you know, very committed to each other, but at the same time, kind of, what's it all about? Like, why are we all here? What's this all about? Why am I here? Why was I born? And you know, when you ask those questions, those are not just questions, those are invocations. Those are invocations to a much higher dimension. It's like you asking a question like that is it's like saying the secret words to like open sesame, to open up a secret chamber of your own life. It's an invocation. It's an invitation for the great mystery to take you deeper into yourself, deeper into your life, deeper into your experience, deeper into your meaning, exploring meaning. What does any of this mean to you? You know, no one can answer that for you but you. But of course, we all go through all the, you know, as many teachings as we can until we begin to form our own understandings. And that's what I see here. Yes, there is a delusion and illusion, but with mixed, and that's normal. That's everybody has that. We're not born masters. You know, we're born not knowing, even though we have a level of knowing. You know, we have a level of knowing when we are born, but there's so many things that we don't know also too. You know, some of us are born way more adept at the physical world than others. Sometimes others are more of a dreamer. You know I was one of those. I was always losing my mitts and my scarf when I was a kid. I was always losing stuff and just not really here. I was in like other realms. I was in other places of my imagination, you know. Whereas other people in my around me were much more adept to like doing the dishes and just being committed to the physical world and understanding how it all works and doing it, where I would stumble through it. So anyway, that's enough about me, but I'm just trying to bring in the different. We're not all born the same, and we're born knowing, but born knowing in our own ways. That's what I mean. And I'm just using myself as an example, but just to give you guys know. Anyway, let's move on. The shadow dynamics now is the Eight of Swords in reverse. Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Incredible. When the Eight of Swords is upright, especially with this card, it always reminds me of King Arthur and the sword and the stone, and the spiral at the base of this stone, the conflict, the unending cosmic evolution that conflict is often. But there's a sword in the stone and a bird, a condor, that's watching over it. And all the swords in the background, but the one that always caught my eye was this one, like a truth that was spoken that was so penetrating that it would take a pure heart to neutralize it. When it's in reverse, you've neutralized it. You've released yourself. Somebody has released themselves out of a prison, but they're not aware of it. Oh, interesting. Sometimes judgment or roles, this is more about a role. We're all playing a role, all of us. Roles that we created, roles that we invented. And sometimes our roles, they serve us for a while until they become a prison. Until our perception of ourselves almost gets like a little bit warped, because we've never really we're so committed to a specific one way of being that we don't want to deviate away from it. When life expands, life explores, life prevails, life does deviate away from what it originally started out, onto it will evolve into something else, and it'll keep evolving and evolving and evolving, and that's it. And so the role, I'm getting that this is about a role that you have been stuck in, that has become like a prison to you, and it was like a truth. This role was so penetrating into you and defined you. It's like our roles are like identity enhancers, and they give us a sense of self, and it's natural for us to grow and change and expand. And sometimes, when we're stuck to a role, really like a rigid role that doesn't allow, you take a look at archetypes. Let's take a look at the archetype, the villain. How many villains expand and grow and change and explore themselves? None, because in the archetype, the villain is scripted in such a way. So this is just like an example, but a person sort of locked into a sort of, a villain is a very rigid role. So a person locked into a role that is very rigid, that role that is that it you are that role is like an archetype. It's all archetypal. And there's not a lot of room written in that archetype for expansion and growth. But somewhere along the way, you have neutralized yourself from this role. You have released yourself from this role. You have freed yourself. You have looked at yourself through another lens. You've looked at this role through another lens. It's like you've looked at it symbolically. You've looked at your role through archetypal symbolic eyes. And this is what has given seeing how this role that was constricting, seeing how it served you. And you looking at this role through symbolic eyes is what shifted everything. You could never fit back into that role ever again. You have released yourself out of it. You will never fit into that role again. But the thing is, you're not aware of it. This is for one of you or both of you. One of you or both of you, your mind is still in irons about this role. But I don't think it will be for long. You know, dolphins are pretty intelligent. Dolphins are very intelligent. And yours or your person's capacity to explore the truth, to explore yourselves, to hold space for the other while they explore themselves, that's huge. That is huge. And that's what I mean. Whatever you have here is very, very special. This is a beautiful reading. Most of the readings have been really intense and like a lot of conflict, a lot of intensity, but this is a beautiful role. This is a beautiful reading. Beautiful energy, beautiful dynamics. Very pure, very clean. Very, very beautiful. Oh wow. This makes me want to cry, actually. Very, very beautiful. Okay. What are we clarifying for? Oh, 2 cards came out. Let's clarify. Wait a minute. No, I'm not going to take these yet. Creator, can we have clarification, please, for the panda, the 2 of Pentacles? Why is the panda representing, the 2 of Pentacles representing Libra or Libra's person? And I'm getting, Libra, that this is you. I'm getting this is you. There's a lot of innocence, beautiful innocence, also associated with this card, to me. Any jumpers, Creator? Any jumpers? No, resistance here. Interesting. Okay. Well. Okay, let's see. The Knight of Wands in reverse. The 9 of Swords in reverse. The Star in reverse. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse. the devil in reverse, and the Five of Swords in reverse. I just felt 6 cards. Wow, there's such a progression here because Libra, you started off really angry. Something happened between you and your person and you were really angry. And but in your anger, you're able to overcome it. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness, I love this card too. You see the blanket that covers this person's legs. You see the zodiac, and it looks like either flowers or pomegranates or some sort of a fruit. I think it's a flower though. Whatever it is. It's like the consciousness of the cosmos was supporting you. And in your anxiety, and you're able to overcome your anxiety. You're able to reach a level of acceptance. But whatever happened between you and your person, Libra, you know, although you were angry, you had a lot of hope. But something, like I said, something happened between you and your person. And it left you feeling very, very, very disappointed. Like, like healing couldn't be achieved. You felt not good enough. You felt very insecure and not good enough. Not good enough for this person. Not good enough for someone. Not good enough for someone. You know, I don't get that this is your person. I get that whatever happened to you, Libra, was somebody else entirely that has not come into the reading. Pardon me. But the devil in reverse. You were able to overcome whether this was addiction, whether this was deception, especially self-deception. Self-deception. And although you had a little bit of lingering resentment, you're looking right, oh, maybe it is with this person. Maybe it is, because you're looking right at them. I'm getting this person, this card is representing several different people. For some of you, it's a sibling. For others, it's a partner. Yeah, but even though you had sort of lingering resentments towards your person, you still you were finding the place in yourself where you are ready to forgive. And whatever happened between you and your person, this was kind of like the universe asking you, like, that's what I mean. Like, when you say, like, why was I born? What's this all about? What's this all about? And you ask a question like that, it's an invocation. Invocations bring towers. I'm surprised the tower isn't here. But all this energy is the result of a tower. A tower happened and you were angry because of it. You were angry, but you also had hope. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. So your person, creator, can we have some clarification for Libra's person, please? Oh, first two cards, first three cards. Okay. I'm going to pull another six, like another six card, like three more cards, please, creator. Three more cards. Jumpers. Oh, there we go. There they are. Exactly three cards came out at the very end. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, your person being, that loves you very much, but they weren't being honest with you. They were being manipulative. And I think the tower that happened between the two of you, you confronted them. I think that you confronted them with a truth that was so penetrating. It was so penetrating, and you were bound by this truth also. But you spoke it. You spoke it. And it put this person into a manipulative, deceptive energy, because it was what you said was seismic. What you said to this person was seismic, not only for them, but also for you. It changed your life, and you overcame a devil. You overcame a devil and coming into the dimensions of forgiveness. That is huge. Forgiveness is a mystical act. It is not commonplace. Okay? So this person going into manipulative and deceptive energy because what you said was seismic. And after a season of being there, this person began to take responsibility for their life, or wanting to take responsibility for their life, but walk away from you because they're faced away from you. And they felt very greedy, very greedy and insecure, very insecure. There was a lot of blame toward you. It was like there was a lack of finances, a loss of power. Oh, there was a loss of power. And with the loss of power, there was not a lot of rapid growth or fast moving energy. And what this person began to want was a sense of home, a sense of belonging. And I'm getting that this comes after a season of marinating in their own deception, marinating in their own anger. But until they began to see you, to see themselves, and knowing how they participated in getting themselves here. And with that knowledge comes the desire to heal, the desire to come home to their heart, for peace, to make peace with you, so there is love at the foundation of your relationship. There is definitely love, and your person is very clear. They know what they want, and they want you. And the work, but yet the struggle is with the irons in one of you or both of you. And I'm getting it's kind of both of you. Whatever has happened between the two of you is life changing. That's what I am getting. It was life changing. Oh, you guys are soulmates. You guys are soulmates. And I don't say that with airy fairy, oh, we're soulmates. Like, no. No. Not anybody has the capacity to change your soul. Not anybody has not only the capacity, but has access to you in such a way that changes your soul. Not just anybody has that dimension, but a soulmate does. Oh my goodness, you guys are soulmates, because this was soul changing. This was life changing. Whatever took place between you two was life changing. And although it was like there was something happened, some sort of a tower that happened, there is still love at the base of it. Creator, can we please have some clarification for the Eight of Swords in reverse? Oh, no, sorry. The Seven of Cups. Why is the Seven of Cups representing Libra's illuminated dynamics with Libra's person? Any jumpers, Creator? Any jumpers? Yep, 3 right there. Oh, okay. Oh, what did I say? Something happened. Something happened. Something horrific. Something devastating happened. Any more jumpers, Creator? Any more jumpers? Yep. Okay. Whew. I knew there was more that wanted to come out. The last two cards came out. Wow, you guys are definitely doing your work. Because as I said, a tower happened. There was a lot of, something happened that really knocked someone's confidence in their capacity to feel emotionally stable. In fact, like I said, there was such a truth that was so penetrating that it pinned this person, and I'm thinking it pinned the both of you. Whatever happened between you two, it affected the both of you so much that it pinned you both to the earth. You were pinned under the weight of something that it was in your dynamics between the two of you, something that was in the dynamics between the two of you. And it was a truth that was so penetrating that it was like a sword in the stone for the both of you. Although the truths were individually true for each of you, individually in your own way. It wasn't the same truth for both of you. It may have been you were involved in the same dynamics, but the truths were different. But they were true, no less. And after a season, as I said, a season of struggle, a season of marinating in it, both of you began to see the reward. The sun began to come up. Look at the background, light in the background. That's what began to get bigger and bigger and bigger until that gold now took over your perspective. And you began to see the value of yourself. The value of yourself that you gained through this experience, through this. This was like an initiation into yourselves. Soulmates initiating themselves into themselves. Whew. Or the Creator using you as catalysts for each other. And with the Seven of Swords in reverse, there was the desire for honesty and transparency. There's also status and power, because we don't know the heights of the human experience, of our experience, the heights of our empowerment, the heights of our power, positive power, without knowing the depths, without knowing the depths. And you have spent a season of time in the underworld. That's what this is. That's what this is the underworld. And you emerging abundant, knowing who you are, seeing the reward of your hard work. And this isn't just hard work out in the world. This is hard work in the front lines of the inner dimensions of you. And your desire for self-honesty, intimacy with yourself, to end the battle. Ooh, I'm hearing ending the conspiracy against yourself. That's what I'm hearing. And restoring your authority, your status. You're not only restoring your status, you know, it was like for a season of your life, you were barren. It was like you were spiritually barren. You couldn't ground your ideas. You couldn't ground your visions. You couldn't ground your goals. Maybe you were stuck in a survival mode, maybe stuck in self-sabotage for a little while. But whatever work you have done, whatever has happened between the two of you has been seismic, has been a catalyst. It didn't only affect you in one way. This was seismic. This broke open your earth and changed so much about you. And now you are fertile. You are fertile. The Empress has more status than the Queen. You have been elevated into a much higher dimension of yourself. You have authority in the spiritual realm. You have authority in the hidden realms. That's what the Empress means to me, especially when she comes in this kind of a context. Can we have some clarification for the Eight of Swords, please? Why is this representing Libra's shadow dynamics? Any Joker's creator. Okay. The both of you feel like you've missed, I'm going to bring this up a little higher so you can see. The both of you feel like you've missed an opportunity with each other. And you're wanting to move into the realms of your heart. It's like the path of the heart is calling you. The path of the heart is calling you. Yes. And deviating away from the roles that we get stuck in order to follow the path of the heart. These are the dynamics that both of you have not been aware of, dynamics that have sabotaged you out of opportunities because you were both stuck in roles, inner prisons, truths, maybe concepts you thought were true but really were like illusions. But still, when you believe an illusion to be true, it kind of binds you until you learn the truth and then release yourself with all just a change of perception. That's why knowledge and education are so vital for all of us. And this is what has been calling you. The path of the heart is calling you to find a new balance. A new balance. Not only that, but no more investing. That's it also with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. No more investing into more shadow dynamics. It's like you are both being asked to become aware of your relationship to power, to become aware of your relationship with your need to be right, with your need to win, but most of all, your relationship to power or powerlessness. That's just as much of a rigid role as the powerful. And it's so you're both being asked to examine these roles and how they have bound you. No more investing into those roles, but following your heart, which is going to require, this tall hat going into the higher dimension. So you having a higher knowledge, higher learning, while you develop a relationship with spirit, with your own soul, while keeping your feet on the earth, having a foot in both worlds, juggling two worlds at once, two planes of consciousness at once, while keeping your feet on the ground. And you know what? It's very true. Ram Dass teach this in his teachings when he would say, there's nowhere to stand. The only real place to stand is the truth of knowing that. And you just being the observer of your experiences. That's the one place in you that is unchanging. That is the one place in you that never changes, but always observes. Oh, justice. Justice came out. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes. You following your heart, leaving the bad investments and following your heart, developing new balance will bring you justice. By ending the conspiracy against yourself, by being stuck in these rigid roles that no longer serve you or each other. Any more cards for the shadow dynamics, Creator? It's too many. Yes, justice and trust with yourself, honoring yourself. That's beautiful, Libra. That's beautiful. When you honor you, you bring justice to you. And it's like I just heard, and the whole universe conspires with you on your behalf because you're aligning with your heart. Yes, death, beautiful. If that would have showed up in reverse, I would have been a little worried. But it didn't. It showed up upright. That's beautiful. So you're not aware, or maybe you won't be aware of this. But as you focus on transformation, like Socrates said, it's not about fighting the old. It's about creating the new, inventing the new. And as you invent the new, there will be a death of the old, a transformation of the old. One more card, please, Creator. One more card. There it is. Oh my gosh. And that's what showed up upright. You following your heart, finding the new balance. This is, bringing yourself a sense of justice, ending by ending the conspiracy against yourself. This old part of you dies and brings in the end of a cycle of very fixed energies, the ending of fixed energies that's what I mean. This has been about a role, a very fixed energy role that you've both been stuck in. And while you both love each other so much, and there's been this impassable gulf between you until now. And love always wins. Love always wins. It always prevails. Okay, Creator, can we have a Native American oracle card to close this reading off? This has been a beautiful reading, Libra. What a beautiful reading. Very tender. Now that we have pulled the secrets from the cards, Creator, what do you want Libra to do with this knowledge? Where is Libra to go from here? What is Libra to do from this point on now with this new knowledge that you have brought in? Is that the Divine Rogue? Wow. 15. I keep pulling these cards, the same cards. It's interesting. That shows me that the collective is at a very similar place of evolution. Very interesting. Number 15. The Divine Rogue. The Divine Rogue. Oh my gosh. And that's the symbol of Joker. Remember the movie Joker? The recent one with Joaquin Phoenix? Like, oh, what a stunning acting performance. Okay, the Divine Rogue is about contrast. The rogue is the anti-hero, the transgressor, the rebel who mocks and overturns social norms. Through swindles, frauds, and jokes, this trickster brings valuable teachings about the nature of opposites. He brings us into situations of exaggerated hunger, unbridled sexual yearnings, and unlimited wandering, teaching us the dangers and benefits of impulsive behavior. The masks represent the bad brother, the sun at dusk, and the dead who are exorcised by reproducing their features. By reproducing and imprisoning these energies, we can better understand, control, and redistribute them for the good of all. The message of this card: always remember to look at the other side of things. There are two sides to every story, and benefits and risks in everything. The key words of this card: contrast, jokes, tricks, twists, impulsive actions, excess, wisdom through understanding, and unexpected results. The time this card speaks of is summer. Beautiful. Oh my goodness, Libra. So I feel like in relation to the two of you, I feel like your relationship is in a sort of a winter, even though we are like in winter up in Canada here. I feel like your relationship is in a kind of a winter. And that when you begin to follow the path of your heart and allow the divine rogue to help you loosen the binds of your roles, getting to, pretend you're actors, get into other roles and exaggerate them. Do some role playing. That's very, very therapeutic. Very therapeutic. But absolutely. Or see the roles you've played, the parts you've played in life as roles. See them as roles, and you begin to see them symbolically, and they're no longer binding you. They're simply roles that have served you, archetypes, energies. They're not so solid anymore. Beautiful. Okay, Libra, I am going to leave that here. There's not going to be an extended reading tonight. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. And thank you to the listener. I thanked her when she pointed it out that I had forgotten to do the Libra reading. But as I said at the start of this, the truth is what is. So it happened for a reason. And this reading was absolutely beautiful compared to so many of the readings I've just done that were so intense. And yeah, there was some intensity here, but there's so much love here. So much love. Okay, Libra, you guys have a beautiful night. And if you liked if you liked my style of reading and you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you like my style of reading, please like and subscribe. If you're returning, oh my goodness, you guys, thank you so much. My channel is what it is becoming what it is because of you guys. And I just want to thank you all just for being so awesome and so supportive. It is just absolutely beautiful. Alrighty, Libras, you guys have a wonderful night. I love you all, and I will see you on the next Libra reading. All right.